I'm from radio station WBAI. I'd just like to know if all this Christmas music bothers you after a while.
Oh, yeah. Oh, getting worse.
My name is Julia Berman, and I'm 11.
And you're the spokesman for the demonstration?
Supposedly.
Supposedly. And what exactly are you demonstrating for or against?
The selling of war toys. Ideal Toy Company sells them, which is one of the many toy companies in this building, but we think that their toys are the worst, including the little one.
Including the little one. And what's the age range?
12 to 8.
12 to 8. And how old is she? How old are you?
4 years old.
4 years old. What's the name of your group?
The Children's Union for Peace.
And it's totally a children's organization. Are there any parents in it?
No.
Do most of your parents belong to peace groups?
Yes.
My parent belongs to the Women's Strike for Peace.
He's my brother.
Yes.
I don't think there's anyone
CNBA in the workshop for nonviolent action.
My mother is the managing editor for WIN, the New York Workshop in Nonviolence.
And are you demonstrating specifically? Does your demonstration have something to do specifically with the war in Vietnam?
Yes.
This is one of our things. You see, we have organized a group, and this is just part of what we're doing. Usually, we're going to be doing other things in war,
Like
against the war,
not just against war.
different sections of things, different articles we're going to do.
Would someone express an opinion about the war? I think you did before.
Personally, I think it's a wrong war and an illegal war because even though Vietnam doesn't belong to the United Nations as I know it, we do, and with an undeclared war the way it is and without unanimous decision that we should be fighting in Vietnam, I think it's an illegal war. And plus, it's a war that we take these boys that are 18 years old, they're not even old enough to vote yet, and we take them and most of them get killed.
Well, I don't like the war because it's an undeclared war, and if a lot of people don't want it and it hasn't been voted on, it's illegal.
I think that when the Senate gave President Johnson full power of the war, they didn't know what he was really going to do, and that's why they gave it to him.
What are you boys going to do when you become of draft age?
No.
I hope I don't have to go for some reason.
Well, suppose you do have to go.
Well, either I'll go to jail for 5 years or something like that.
I'd either try not to go to jail, but if I had to, I would rather than go to the war, or else I would go to Canada and give up my citizenship.
And have you spoken to anybody from the Ideal Toy Company?
We wrote a letter.
We wrote a letter.
We didn't get any answer.
We wrote a letter hoping that we'd get an answer, but we haven't received one yet.
You haven't heard anything from them. Do you know if they're...
It's slightly our fault because we didn't mail it until 4 days ago.
Is there anybody in the office today here?
We don't know.
Why don't you go up and see?
They don't want to cooperate with us anyway.
They won't cooperate.
The doormen don't want to let us.
Like, I feel that, people realize, that the children are being induced, and I feel that at least to this day, hopefully, for Christmas, that, the children will have other toys rather than those from war.
You know why? Because, you see, when they get those guns, that they think that war is as good because it's that they think it's fun, but they don't know how horrible it is.
In real life, you don't get a second chance. If you get killed, if you're playing war, you can always start all over again, but in real life, it isn't like that.
Well, I think a lot of people who have G.I. Joes think that if they want to go into the war because they think, they're an American and they'll never die because the United States is a very strong country. They'll never die.
A lot of kids. I think nobody will really ever win this war because all of us are going to give up sooner or later because it's a very hopeless war.
Do any of you now have, or have you ever played with guns or war toys?
No.
No, I don't have a single war toy in
I
my
never
house.
did. I only play with my guinea pig.
I don't have a single war toy in my house.
I once had an alligator, but
That's close, but not quite.
I once had a war toy, but I don't play with them anymore. I once had one, but I don't play with it anymore.
When I was 1 or 2, I used to play with them, but now that I know what war's really about,
I used to play with them, but now that I realize what it is, I don't play with them anymore, and I hope other children realize what it is.
I know a few kids who think that they can't die in Vietnam when they go to Vietnam because they are Americans.
Well, when they play with war games, they always live again when they shoot themselves, but in the war of Vietnam, they don't live again.
Right.
what do you think about going to maybe a store that sells these war toys, like Macy's, or one of these real big department stores?
We thought as long as you don't buy the war toys itself, if you buy a toy that doesn't have anything to do with war or killing or shooting, it's all right.
We think that if you don't buy it, then they won't make it anymore because they won't be making money and they'll stop.
Well, they don't buy them here. They make
Macy's
them.
I know.
That's what we're against.
Well, I think it's useless to pick up Macy's because they have so many other things. Only 1/8 of their less than 1/8 of their toy department has war toys.
They only sell them. If Ideal didn't make them, they wouldn't be able to sell them, or any other place that makes war toys.
Try to show Ideal what war toys really, what we think and what a lot of what some other people might think, then maybe they might stop the production of it.
How are the people on the street reacting to you?
They're reacting. Some guy threw a cigar at us, and he was. Three guys were sitting there, and when we tried and give him one, he said get out of here, and he threw a cigar at us.
I think
Oops.
that
I think the reaction altogether has been very good and lucky.
it has. Some of the people told us, like, one man told us that he had just gotten back from Vietnam, and if there wasn't a war there, we wouldn't be free. But I don't think that's true.
I don't either.
I don't think that's true because we're the most powerful country in the world that we can defend our country if we really want.
Well, I think they should just go ahead and have another election, and whoever wins, wins.
All right, I just want to ask one more question, and I'll go this way around. No, this is not it's not necessarily about demonstration. I just want to know, what do you want for Christmas?
Well, like I said before, when the thing went on the blink, I would like a Tom Lehrer record.
I would like a record.
And do you have tape recorders?
No, I don't. I'm not talking. I'm not talking about giving Christmas presents. I'm talking about what you want.
I'll take a whole bunch of Tom Lehrer
All right.
records.
No.
You would want, in other
No.
words.
What Christmas present do you want? Right?
A tape recorder.
I would want, I think it's called the greatest records of the Rolling Stones, something.
I don't know.
I don't want a tape recorder.
I'd like a tape recorder.
Why does everybody want tape recorders? Doesn't anyone want clothes or games?
No,
Let me announce, first of all, I have no tape recorders.
I'd like a Rolling Stone record. I just want my family to be happy because we had a lot of trouble in my family, so. I'd like a Beatle album with Hard Day's Nice.
I like a turtleneck.
A turtleneck?
I would like, there's only one thing that I think I really want, and that's an end to the war.
Can I speak to you for a minute?
Sure.
You want to put that down? I want to see.
Yes.
So what are you talking? Am I talking to you at all? All right, you come with me. Call a couple more radio cards down there. Call a couple more radio cards.
We're getting arrested, bro.
To make that big joke out there?
This is a joke. No one made it. There was no joke. There was no joke. I'm not using it.
We didn't. No, nobody even. Nobody even told us.
It's a joke. You made a joke out.
That what just happened?
I interrupted the policeman when he was talking to one of the Robert O.
What was he talking to him?
He was saying, now you take your friends and you go home. And I have a right right to interrupt. I wasn't butting in. I have a right to interrupt.
There's nothing illegal about this demonstration.
No, sometimes my father's been on picket lines for years now. He's a union organizer, and I talked to him about it, and there is nothing illegal about it. We're not blocking any entrances. We just got our own orderly picket line. There's nothing wrong with
What
it.
finally happened when you interrupted the police?
He got very angry, and then he started blaming all the grown-ups around, like that man with the camera and my father.
I don't think he understands. He thinks the grown-ups are using us, but we decided to have this meeting by ourselves and form this group by ourselves.
Our leader is
Julia Berman.
It's not a grown-up, and there were no grown-ups in our club, and we don't think we brought it on as anything bad. We think that what we're doing is right. It's our constitutional right, and nobody brought us up.
What do you think's going to happen now?
I don't know. We're gonna keep. I don't care. This is.
It was just a threat.
Are any of you worried?
No. I think if we.
That's right. If they touch us, I'll call my mom.
I don't think.
Try to be funny. I think that she had a right to talk for him because she's really the chairman.
That's right. In our committee, we can say anything we want. I'm not worried, cause this is more important than anything else.
Doesn't matter if we get arrested. This is what we believe in. They can't arrest us.
Do you know what these kids are demonstrating about?
I see some signs. I haven't read them, but there's something against the war or something like that.
Well, they're demonstrating against war toys, against the ideal companies making of war toys.
I haven't read it. I just looked at them and I see the policeman outside here taking pictures or something. There was an argument with the guy that was going to take his picture.
Yeah. What do you think about war toys? Do you think the kids should play with war toys?
Well, I guess some of them are too dangerous or something, and they shouldn't have the idea about war toys or something like that.
Okay, what about you? Do you have any feelings about war toys?
No, I have no idea about that.
And you?
I feel that maybe the children are making a mistake by demonstrating against war toys, but I certainly think that they do have the right, she should have the right to demonstrate against war toys. I don't think that really is the cause of war. I do think that the press or anyone else should have a right to take a picture of the policemen and so forth watching the demonstration or taking part in it.
I see. Thank you. How about you? This is WBAI 99.5 FM. Do you have any feelings about war toys or about the kids' right to demonstrate?
Well, I feel that the kids should have their right to voice their opinions. And as far as the war toys go, I think it's pretty ridiculous to instill these thoughts of weapons and fighting against one another in kids of this age. I don't think it's right at all.
Were you just passing by, or do you know any of the kids in the group?
No, I was just passing by.
Do you work with any peace organizations or anything?
No.
Thank you.
Getting 3 patrol cars.
Hi.
3 patrol. Hey,
Is that your daddy? And the children are being arrested. They're being carted off into a police car. There are 3 police cars. Gentleman is a sergeant.
If you're taking them to the station house, this is an station house, so we can deal with you. We can deal with you later. Are they being arrested?
They're being arrested, yeah.
Kids.
Right. Where are you taking them?
Why aren't they put in cars?
Because they were demonstrating against war toys, and the police feel they should stop it, I suppose.
But police won't take 6, 7, 8-year-old kids to the station.
That looks like what they're doing.
It's unbelievable.
Policemen are tearing up the signs.
Are they? Oh, boy. It's fantastic, isn't it?
It really is.
It really is. Complete misuse of power, you know?
I wish they'd answer.
Yeah, they should teach policemen about law. You know, that might make a difference. Say, excuse me, Sergeant, don't policemen have to study the law? Sergeant, isn't there a prerequisite to being a policeman to know the law?
Good luck.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm a toy manufacturer, but I'm ashamed of this mistreatment of kids.
How do you feel about the issue they were demonstrating about, war toys?
Well, I think to single out one company like Ideal is not exactly the right thing, because you know that some 50 or 100 or 200 companies in this building are manufacturing war toys. So why do they just pick on Ideal?
Yeah. Do you think that do you agree or disagree that kids should play with war toys? That war toys might be a negative influence?
I am sure it's a negative influence. Sure. Why should we make war toys? Why should we concentrate on making war toys when there are so many other pursuits, peaceful pursuits? But on the other hand, I don't understand why they send a couple of kids, 9-year-old kids here to demonstrate. This is naturally not completely correct on the part of the parents too, to send kids and to subject them to arrest or to being hauled off to the police station as you just witnessed.
Are you surprised at the New York City police?
I am, yes, I am. I am so surprised that I don't care to give you my name because I would be afraid of being picked up too, maybe.
I understand. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Are you a parent of one of the
Yeah,
children?
yeah.
What do you think of what just happened?
Well, it's outrageous.
Are the police within their legal
How
rights?
can they be? They're not blocking the sidewalk. They're not. I mean, the kids have a right to walk around too, I should think.
What do you plan to do about it?
Well, I'm going to go down and see whether they're trying to arrest them or what they're doing.
Okay, thanks. Did any of the rest of you people see what happened here? Yep. Anybody want to say something about it? What do you think?
I think these no 10-year-old kid can have an idea about what war is, and they've been put up by these people, these mangy-looking characters with beards, and who have it's these beatniks and what do you call beatniks? They have no idea what war is. A toy is a toy, and it's true they may have some effect on the kids, but I doubt very seriously whether war toys are making kids or making American children militaristic.
Well, what do you think about what just happened? The police carting them off to the station. You think they were within their rights?
I really don't know what to say about what the police did. First of all, I don't think the kids should be out here demonstrating. I really don't know. I bet they really couldn't express their ideas. They're too young to really know what war is about, what life is about, and they've been put up by this, and so I think the police possibly shouldn't have done it, but they have done it, so it's all right.
I'd like to reply to him. I'm the father of two of the children who were arrested, who were supposedly taken into custody. My boy, I have one boy. It's a 12-year-old boy. He's in the special class in the New York City school system. The other boy is in the IGC class. Both of these children feel that war is wrong, and war toys, we learn how to kill each other at a very young and very early age when we start to play with war toys. I think it's a good idea for us not to play with war toys. There are lots of other things that they can play with. They can play with bulldozers, trucks, without learning how to destroy one another at an early age. This is sowing the seed when you say, boom, boom, you're dead. You know, animals don't even kill each other, but we have a way of killing one another. Now, I happen not to be a mangy character.
I agree with you. War is wrong.
I happen to be
not
not a mangy character. Well, my wife happens to be a PhD candidate in New York, the mother of these. These two boys, they were here picketing.
No, these boys who went down to the station.
At NYU, New York University. She's doing undergraduate work in history.
How about the three cats that got into the cab?
Well, look, whoever comes along, we're not responsible. We're not responsible for that kind of. No, I'm not responsible what people have a beard or not have a beard. Christ had a beard too.
No, but they're all
was he mangy? Christ, Christ had a beard too. What the heck? What is a beard, really?
My love, my...
No, if all this Christmas music bothers you after a while.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's getting worse and worse all the time.
How long has it been going on now?
1 week.
1 week. And when does it end?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I bet you'll be happy about that.
Have a day.
Won't you stop and make your contribution now? And the city and letters with the equivalent. Thank you, God bless you. 37 more letters with the equivalent in order to help
Hi.